Well, we are well into summertime here in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and as you can see, all of my container grown vegetables are doing fantastically. So in this video, I want to share 3 quick tips on things that I've learned that I would absolutely recommend for you if you're trying to grow some vegetables in containers like whiskey barrels or raised bed planters like this guy here from Vigo Garden. These 3 tips will absolutely make your growing experience a little bit more enjoyable. Now the first thing is, if you're dealing with pests such as rabbits, squirrels, chipmunks, gophers, things like that, and they're coming up and eating your veggies as they're ripening, just taking that one bite out of it so that you cannot enjoy it yourself, well, get some deer and rabbit repellent. Now, the stuff does not smell good, but it does work. Chipmunks, squirrels, rabbits, they don't like this. Just sprinkle it around the edge of your raised bed planter. Doesn't have to be a really heavy, thick layer, and this should definitely help to keep those pests from entering onto your raised bed and eating up those veggies. And the frequency at how often you will need to apply it depends on your rainfall. If you have a heavy rainfall, chances are it'll be a good idea to sprinkle a little bit more on the following day. Now the next tip is to really invest in high quality tomato cages, cucumber cages. Not only are cages like this do they look so much better, but they're so much stronger. They're not flimsy like those old school metal cages that can really not support the weight of your plant as they grow bigger, particularly if you have a large harvest. Those metal ones tend to just kind of flop all over the place. If you invest in tomato cages like these are gonna last for years, and they're going to provide you everything you need, even for the tallest of tomatoes like this. If you are in the market for some tomato cages like this, definitely go check the description below and you'll find a link to these exact ones that I'm using. There's really no comparison. Look how nice this tomato cage with these cucumbers looks in this whiskey barrel compared to this little system that I've devised over here. It doesn't look good, and it does not provide adequate strength and support for my cucumbers or my tomatoes to grow as they can. And my final tip is to use a layer of mulch on the top of your plants. That's going to really help to lock the moisture into the soil, and that's going to keep you from having to go out with your watering pail or drag that hose out as frequently as you otherwise would. I'm using literally raw wood chips that I get for free. It's the cheapest thing you can use, and it works fantastically. Not only that, as they break down, they are going to integrate themselves into the soil, which is going to create an even richer soil mix for next year's growth. Well, I hope you enjoyed these 3 quick tips that will allow you to have a much more enjoyable time growing your veggies, and hopefully more of a bounty of tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, eggplants, whatever you might be growing in your vegetable patch this year or next. Anyways, thanks for joining me here on Plant Vibrations. I'll catch you soon. Ciao.